Well, contrary to the saying, good guys, they don't always finish last. Case in point, Josh Sneed.
The comedian is open for some of the biggest names in the business, and he headlines at clubs across the country. Been doing that for years. Back in Omaha to help us bring in the new year.
Yeah, we told him to make himself at home, so he did. Josh is here this morning. Hey, guys. Hey, we got a show to do, Josh. How you doing, buddy?
Sorry.
Is this the softest blanket you've ever felt?
The softest. This is coming with me.
Well, you've got a new baby at home, so that would be good for snuggling.
That's right.
So this is probably the most rest you've had in a long time.
It's exactly what it is. I take any chance that I have to catch up on
quite
some
literally
rest.
kick your feet up.
Yeah, take your shoes off. You get your shoes off.
Put that over there.
Sorry.
What have you been up to, man? What's been going on?
Well, 6-month-old baby is the new thing. Everybody's doing it, and I love being a dad. I mean, we're friends on Facebook, so you know that I'm always posting pictures of the kids.
Yeah.
So it's fun. It's a weird spot in my life and career where I feel like I've never had more to talk about on stage, but it's also never been harder to leave. So so I'm balancing that, but it's been a fun year for sure.
The best part of being a dad is?
I think it's cheesy, but like that smile, like when you come back from being on the road and like someone like runs up to you.
Compared to your spouse who's like,
Yeah.
right, hey, can you help me with
You've
stuff?
been gone
She
long
clocks
enough.
out. And
Right, you've been gone long enough. It's your turn.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I'm like, it's the first time in my life where a baby has ever cried because I wasn't holding them, which is like new for me.
great.
Yeah. So
We want to talk about Carrie Fisher passed away this week.
Yeah.
And you've got a great story. I think we saw something on Twitter or Facebook, a moment that you shared with her. Would you take us back to
We
that?
have the poster too, I think, that she sent to you.
Backstory to that is my dad worked for Kenner Toys in Cincinnati, so he made Star Wars toys. So that was kind of our thing when I was growing up, was just Star Wars in general. And so I've been a fan my whole life, and now my son is a fan. But 2 years ago, I went to this. It's called Star Wars Celebration in Anaheim. And I actually met her there, and it was the second time that I met her. And this second time, she just, out of nowhere, she just, after we were done talking, she pulls out this little thing of glitter and then just sprinkles it over my head and says, "You are worthy," and gave me a hug. And I was like, it was like every dream I ever had as a child like came true, of like Princess Leia's hugging me. And
How did she grow fond of you? I mean, did she see you perform stand-up somewhere or what?
In fairness, she probably thought I was someone else. But it was absolutely surreal. I mean, I had the most amazing time there. I met J.J. Abrams and Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. It was, you know, for me, like, I'm such a child anyway, but to be able to do something like that was like literally something I've dreamed of since I was a kid.
Glitter. And this moment, I'm
That
imagining
she carries
her,
it with her, right?
Yes. And to waits to meet somebody who's worthy, and then sprinkles this glitter over them. What a character!
I know. It's like I'm so lucky to have experienced it because I have that story. And you know, a lot of people were influenced by musicians, and you know, when these musicians passed away this year, Prince and David Bowie, you know, people were writing these long tributes about how they were affected by that person and how it shaped them, you know, growing up. And like, I'm like, yeah, I liked a couple of their songs, like, you know, no disrespect, but this was the one that it was like, this one meant a lot to me personally, and I was able to share that story.
Well, we enjoyed that.
Yeah, and you're still a big Star Wars fan, though?
Oh, yeah. I went and watched the Rogue One again last night after the show.
That's great.
I did, by myself. So I didn't have to take a 5-year-old to the bathroom 3 times. I could actually.
Well, the theater's right across the street from the Funny Bone.
Yeah.
You just jumped across the street?
Yeah,
How
there's a good chance
was
I'll
it
be there
last
again.
night?
It was great.
Yeah, good show last night, good crowd.
Yeah, but they came out.
You said it's going to be lit. I've heard young people use that word. What does it mean to you?
I think it's just going to be a lot of fun.
This weekend,
It means the lights will be on. It'll be lit.
It'll be lit. They're going to flip the switch at the Funny Bone.
Is your New Year's Eve show, is it different than your other shows? Like, what do you bring to the table? Because it's a big night.
It is a big night. It's the biggest night in comedy, I'm so glad to be in Omaha this year for this, because last year I was in Orlando, and that's the only city I've ever been to where New Year's Eve is like, the comedy club is like the last place people want to be. They come out all the other nights, but you know, you're competing with Disney and everything else. And when you come to the Midwest and places like this, like where I'm from, like New Year's Eve is the night. So it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to be there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great show, and we're all participating in indoor activities this time of year in the Midwest.
Right. Yeah, people don't want to be outside.
Tempted to be outdoors.
That's right, Josh. There's tickets available for both shows tonight, both shows tomorrow. If you can't get in, you'll probably see them at the Village Point Cinema across the street.
Hey, let's go see Star Star Wars.
Call to get tickets or log on to funnyboneomaha.com. Josh
Sneed, it was really good to see
So
you
good
again,
to
buddy.
see you
Yeah.
guys. Happy New
Thanks for
Year to
coming.
you.
Have a great show.
Put your shoes back on.
All right.
Well, it takes
the blanket.
nearly a year to complete each float in the
we
Rose
could.
Parade.
Now, this year they are pulling out all the stops. What that means when the gardener guy, Paul James, joins us.
Make yourself comfortable.
I wish we could say.